Namaskar. Today we are going to analyze the palm and chart of a female. But in this analysis, we are going to learn more of how to correlate a chart with the palm line. So in this case, I'm going to take up this particular palm of a female who is born in 1987, so around 37 years old. She's going to cross 37 now. What is important here is one can see that the heart line, whatever I've drawn here, is E to F. You can see E to F. E to F looks like a heart line. Okay, it's a wavy heart line. Now if you look at the fingers are bent towards the left, and the gap between the sun finger and the mercury finger is very large. So these two things, and one can see that the headline starting from C up to B, and then from B to D, it goes like that. So that's the headline. So C to B is straight with lot of cuts, and B to D is more sloping towards the moon mount, whereas the line B to A is the actual heart line. Now that heart line, which should have been closer to the fingers, has shifted towards the headline, which is the Kuja rekha or the Mars line. And as an addition, another line E to F, which I mentioned earlier, has taken the shape of the heart line. However, it is wavy. It shows that it has terrible influence of Rahu or Sarpa. Okay, so it is afflicted. One can see that the line 1 to 2, that is joining the Shukra rekha. Shukra rekha is lifeline starting at C, then 1, then 3, and all the way until 4, up to 4. This C1, 3, 4 is the Shukra rekha. So you can see that the line 2 to 1 is a offshoot, a branch from the so-called heart line, which is wavy and joining the Shukra rekha. It shows that there is a samband between Shukra and Guru. Also, one can see that the A to B line, which is the Guru rekha, has shifted towards Kuja rekha. Kuja rekha is Mangal. Therefore, there must be very strong samband between Kuja or Mangal and Guru. Okay, this is for sure. This much is sure. You can see the line Shukra rekha, which I mentioned, C134. This looks very pale and very, you can say, weak. It means that the Shukra is probably having some kind of load over it, or Shukra has some obstructions, or Shukra is hemmed. It's unable to kind of demonstrate its strength. Okay, so that is what it is. Now let us look at the chart. This is the South Indian chart. I'll show it to you here again. 1 second, please. Yeah, this is the South Indian chart. One can see that the Guru here is in Mesh Rashi. Guru is Vakri. Therefore, as per Nadi, Guru is trying to catch up with Rahu, which is the Sarpi. So the wavy line, Guru line, which has formed in the palm, is actually has formed as a result of this particular Guru, Vakri Guru, which is trying to catch up with Rahu. Because in Nadi we say that if there is a graha which is Vakri, it will go in the opposite direction. In the south format or the southern format, the graha will move clockwise. So from Mesha it will move to Vrishab towards the moon, as I'm going towards the moon. So it is clockwise motion. Okay, but here the Guru is going to move in the anti-clockwise motion or anti-clockwise motion. They will catch the Rahu. As I said in the chart, the Guru rekha has shifted its course and meandered towards the Kuja. That means there is a strong samband between Mangal or Kuja and Guru. Now one can see that Guru here is in Mesh Rashi. Mesh is nothing but Rashi owned by Mangal. That's not all. Let's look at the Mangal. Mars is in Virgo just before Tula, the box that shows is Virgo Rashi. From that, one can see that the Mars exerts 8th drishti on Guru. Therefore, there is a strong sambandha between Guru and Mangal, and hence the formation. Now you must be asking, this must be there in thousands of charts, so why? Now the point here I'm trying to make is that the chart might be same for thousands of people, thousands, but this line, which wavy line, or the shifting of the guru rekha towards the shifting of the guru rekha towards, like the line AB shift should have been in the place where EF is there, but it has shifted to the towards the kuja rekha. It means that not in all palms you will see this kind of characteristics, even though the chart is same. So one can say that in this particular native's chart or palm, the sambandh between Mars and Guru is much stronger than any other chart, any other person with the same chart. So here we are trying to distinguish between two similar charts based on the differences observed in the palm. All right, that is one thing. Now you can see here that the Venus or the Shukra is in trines with Chandra. Shukra is in trines with Chandra. Shukra is in its own rashi Tula. That means Shukra should have been powerful, but why it is not powerful? I mentioned that Shukra seems weaker here. Very surprising, isn't it? But one can see that in the front, that is in the next house, is Shani, a Papa Graha, and towards the 12th house from Shukra is Ketu, Mangal, and Sun, Surya, Krura Graha, Papa Graha, a combination of Krura and Papa Graha. So the Venus is hemmed between two Papa Graha or Krura Graha, Papa Graha. Also, I told you the line 1 to 2, the line 1 to 2, 2 to 1, sorry, shows sambandh between Guru and Shukra. You can see that the Guru in Mesh and Tula Rashi based Shukra are aspecting each other. Mutual aspect is there. Also, I mentioned that Venus and Chandra are in trines. Let's see this 5 which I have mentioned here with 2 arrows. One shows 37 age and 47. You can see a clear island here. That means the Chandra is giving positive as well as negative effects here. In 5, one can see that the person is going to start having problems with finances because Shukra is affected, Chandra is loan, Chandra is escalation, Chandra is fluctuation in what Shukra's karakatva of money. So money fluctuation, therefore the business is not doing well, and this defect extends until 47 plus. So here the Shukra and Chandra at this particular time period are not auspicious. They are not working together in a positive way. However, one can see the line 6 to 7. Line 6 to 7 shows that the Shukra and Chandra are indeed giving money in another Kalakhand. That means another time period it is giving money. Whereas in 5 it is actually creating more problems for the person. Okay, so this is how you read the chart with the palm. The line H to G, now let me discuss that. H to G, you can see H to G here is nothing but the Shani Rekha. Where is Shani? Saturn is in what? Vrishchik Rashi. After Tula is Vrishchik, right? So if you observe, the Moon and the Saturn are in Shadashtak. That means they are in 6th to 6-8 relation. Now see what happens here. Look at the line HG. There are 2 islands. That means in the beginning where I've written G and a dot, there is an island, and at the end, that means at H there is an island. Therefore, the Shani Rekha though is very small but is having a problem because of Chandra. Shadashtak relation. Chandra shows island, so there is a problem. So the Shani and Chandra are not really, working in tandem. Okay, so this is about the chart and the palm, but you can see that the line E to F should not be taken as a actual heart line or Jupiter line. This has come as a result of interaction of Jupiter with the Rahu. It means it is a Baadha rekha. Am I right? What is Baadha rekha? It looks like a Guru rekha. Yes, it is a Guru rekha, but it is acting like a Baadha rekha. It means the person will never get married, or if he marries his or she marries, there will be a problem. Always, the relationship is never going to be stable. The 2 to 1 also indicates that the emotional or the outbursts are going to be at a different level, because the 2 is actually getting its energy from the line EF. Therefore, it is always going to cause more turbulence, as you see in jet, flying in cloud sometimes, cumulonimbus cloud. So the turbulence increases. Similarly, here the turbulence increases. Okay, that is the part which I wanted to emphasize. We have to look at few more things here. The person has got the fingers oriented to the left. The gap here between the sun and the Mercury finger is large. At the same time, we can see that the wavy line EF exists, and this 2 to 1. At the same time, you see that A to B, which is the actual heart line, has shifted towards the Kujarekha. These 3 or 4 things actually indicate a borderline behavioral disorder. Okay, there is a behavioral disorder with this person, though I cannot tell that person straight away, but there is. One can see that in a minute, one can figure out, but you should never tell the person, because you never know how he's going to take it. But palmistry can clearly, with palmistry you can actually see whether the person has a problem or not, what kind of character he has. But as per the shastra, you are not allowed to reveal. This is a video, you don't know the person, I won't reveal who it is, and the person also wouldn't know. Therefore, I am telling you, because it's a learning video, that means you're learning something, so one can figure that out. Well, let's go a step further. Here we go. You see this. Okay, let me just go back again. Okay, I'm talking about the thumb now. 1 second. Yeah, I think now the thumb. You see, there is a yav here in the thumb. The thumb is bending backwards, so the person is very manipulative, very flexible, go-getter, no doubt. But the yav here is broken. Please check properly. The yav here is broken. Now, although the Chandra and the Surya are, the degree difference seems to be more than 72 degrees, but I don't see that the Chandra is favorable. As far as Chandra and Surya are concerned, I don't think they are favorable. Why? Because of this broken yav. Okay, ideally it should have been favorable, but it doesn't seem so from the palm. Okay, so this is what one can see from the palm very clearly. So in short, the person is going to have a lot of turbulence starting this year, that is 37, and then this turbulence is going to extend until the age of 47. After 47, the person is going to shift her her residence or the current location, or there will be a change in the life pattern of this person. The business will improve thereafter. That means not exactly after 47, but within 2-3 years the business will start to improve. There will be some major costs that the person will have to pay in her life. As far as her query about marriage is concerned, I would always say that she should just forget about it, because there is no point talking about something which then there's the whole point of analysis is useless when one can see that there is a problem. And if I am not telling you the truth, then there's no point in following this science. The science here says that this person should never go for any kind of solid permanent relationship. That is non-existent as far as this palm is concerned. You may check with any astrologer, maybe he might give you some upay, those kind of fake upais which they give, and they are like remedies for everything. Impossible becomes possible with those remedies. Let them do it. That's all fluke sometimes, but in this case I'm quite certain that those things are not going to work. Okay, so forget about it. Yeah, the business is facing turbulence now, and it will continue to do so for another 10 years. It will be up and down with lot of loans, and person will have to borrow, and the borrow means loans. The loans will increase because the Chandra is affecting the Shukra here, so loan issues will be there. But somehow after 47 plus 50, as you come near 50, things will start to improve in as far as this person's life is concerned. So that's the analysis as far as chart is there and the palm. So this was a learning tutorial. I'm sure you would have enjoyed it. You would have learned something new here. As I said, I'm just going to keep uploading videos one by one, which will bring fresh knowledge to your plate rather. Thank you.